soon.
Already.
All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome into this AFC South show 233. My name is Curtis. With me, as always, my resident co-hosts up at the top right, Isaiah, a.k.a. Duval's finest, a.k.a. the Glitter Kitty Conquistador, and 1/3 of Third and Teal, holding it down, talking all things Jaguars with
The hairiest third.
How are you doing?
Oh, pretty good. Just been doing projects and shit. I'm tired of projects, tired of shit. But everything's coming along, man. It's coming along. Soon enough, I'll have some more Jaguar shit up in the back, and it'll be looking pretty good. But for right now, just living life, man.
Oh yeah. Down at the bottom, you may recognize this man's face if you've been a subscriber to their channel for a while. This is Blake. Used to be our regular Titans guy. Now he's a dedicated dad and teacher. So now he's just gracing us with his presence
and student
Titans in a pinch. So Blake, how you doing? What's up? Glad to have you.
Good, man. I'm glad to be back. It's been a long time. I had to get my quote of 3 in 2025. So it was exciting stuff.
It's in the contract, people. It's in the contract.
Yeah, I'm just here so I don't get fined.
Hell yeah. Well, it's always good to have you back. We don't have a Colts representative this evening. Don't worry, Colts.
Hell yeah.
We'll talk
What a surprise.
and non-reckless about the Colts.
I'm talking reckless, but I also play them this week. So
yeah, Colts suck anyway.
Yeah, generational fall off. It's funny though because they're not winning the division, then having like the 8-win fall off. They're just having the 8-win fall off.
Yeah.
What's our Super Bowl from 1442?
Then of course, Daniel Jones has a broken fibula, so we get to laugh at that because their best option at quarterback is a quarterback with one leg.
That's they're a broken leg Daniel Jones over a healthy Anthony Richardson.
Well, he's on IR. He broke his orbital bone.
He did that with a warm-up band apparently.
Forgot about that. Game. Yeah, you're right. The most embarrassing injury.
And then, of course, they got Riley Leonard from the draft this year.
Oh.
What was he, Notre Dame?
Yeah,
something like that.
7th rounder, I think. He was late.
Yeah. Ain't no way that man's Brock Purdy. But, gentlemen, let's get into it. Obviously, there's been some injuries. We're walking into week 14 here. Everybody's got injuries. So, what are the big ones? Who's missing the game this weekend? Isaiah?
Sorry, I just saw the tweet earlier, and like I said, I've been really busy. Tweet. Where'd it go? Anyways, what's his name won't be playing. That one guy. I will say for the Colts, while I'm pulling this up, because I do know who's not going to play for them, at least the important ones, Grover Stewart and what's his name? The new Sauce Gardner. They will not be playing this week. So that is big. That is big for the Jaguars. The ones who will not be playing for us are Walker Little is out and Andrew Wingard is out. There's a chance we see Eric Murray come back this week. There's a chance we don't, but I think he will. He's been practicing without the non-contact jersey on. Parker Washington's questionable, and Eric Armstead is questionable. But Trayvon will be playing. Devin Lloyd will be playing. Foye Oluokun, Jordan Lewis will all be playing. So, or Buckner, that's what I meant. Sorry. Yeah. Who did I say earlier?
Grover?
Oh, no, I think Grover's playing and Buckner's out. I could be – sorry. Yeah. I did that last night on the show, too. I was like, yeah, Grover Stewart. And they're like, you mean DeForest Buckner? And I'm like, yeah, but DeForest Buckner.
Those big guys in the middle.
Yes, players on the other team.
Red Hot React says, welcome back, Blake.
Thank you. I'm glad to be back.
Red Rocket Reacts. That's what you're giving me. Sorry.
Blake, you got the Titans injuries pulled up in front of you?
Yeah. Honestly, everyone's pretty much healthy. The only blow is Lloyd Cushenberry, which he was out last week. And Corey Levin, I got to say, he's probably one of the best backup interior offensive lineman in the NFL. He can play all 5 positions on the offensive line. Anytime he comes in a pinch, he does well. He did have one bad snap. I think it might have been there was a weird play where I think it was either a false start or he did the fumble, but we recovered it. So he had one mishap, but other than that, he's been pretty solid all year. He played a lot he played all preseason, and he played in spot duty this year. And then cornerback Jalen Armour-Davis is going to be out, which isn't a blow. The entire secondary, all the corners are just practice squad poach-offs that we've gotten. So honestly, it doesn't even matter. We signed that first-round pick from the Bills. He played this year with the Cowboys. Elam.
Kair Elam.
Yeah. Elam, yeah. He's going to start. Yeah, he literally just got here, so he's going to start. So that should be fun. But luckily, we were playing the Browns, so that's not going to matter a whole lot offensively, at least passing game. And then everyone's pretty much good to go. We did sit 6 players for rest, which is good for the 1-11 Titans. You want to get them ready and healthy for the playoffs, I guess. So I don't know what the the logic behind sitting 6 starters. But no, I mean, it's actually a pretty healthy team. Really, since Rabel left, we've done pretty well with injuries.
Yeah. Yeah, and you're going to need Myles Garrett's going to break that record. So.
Oh, absolutely. He has 19 sacks going in, or 19 and a half, and he's going against Dan Moore. Dan Moore's been okay, but I mean, Myles Garrett, he's a freak of nature. And he's going to get, if the over under is 3.5 sacks for that man, I'm betting the over on that one. He'll break that record.
Yeah.
Is Deshaun Weinstein playing, or is he just practicing and getting ready to play again?
He is technically the 3rd string, and he's on the practice squad.
Okay.
I did see something today that apparently he will be on the roster next year. Don't know how accurate that's going to be, but they did say he will be on the roster next year.
The cap, I think it's like $130 million against the cap if he leaves.
Oh,
yeah, it's a big number.
So they need him to retire, or he's got to be on the roster.
Yeah.
If he gets some kind of criminal charge, which is very likely, they can get out of that, because I know the Titans are dealing with that L'Jarius Sneed, because we owe him a lot of money, but he's probably going to prison or something. So we can
at this point, dude, I don't think Deshaun Watson's ever going to get in trouble.
Yeah. For the Texans, we've got Jamal Hill and I can't remember who the other person was that's out, but Kamari Lassiter is the big name that we were all watching. He's questionable. Losing Tim Settle does hurt. Yep, good point, CJ. There's some other things. I mean, he's on IR, so he's not coming back. Foley's on IR, so he's not coming back. I'm hoping that we can get fucking anybody. Kurt Heinisch, I think, is supposed to be eligible to come back, but we'll see how that goes. And then for the Chiefs, their left tackle was put on IR at the start of the week. Their right tackle, Juwan Taylor's missing this game, and their all-pro right guard, Trey Smith, is missing this game. So they'll be trotting out the absolute pits of the backups with Wanye Morris starting at left tackle. So that'll be interesting. Anybody else for the Colts? Does anybody know if the Colts are missing anybody else? No Sauce, no DeForest. Is that it?
I think Tyquan Lewis.
All right, Dan. Let's see. Get a couple comments, I guess. He's going to prison for robbing the Titans. Are the Chiefs an accomplice?
I don't understand.
Calvin Ridley is.
Oh, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
No, he got he witnessed a shooting, I think, and didn't report it. It was some weird thing, and then they indicted him a couple weeks ago.
Oh, L'Jarius?
L'Jarius, yeah. I think it was talking about Deshaun for a second.
yeah. L'Jarius Lagani is he done?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, big loss. I mean, he has as many interceptions as I do for the Titans.
Blake, since we don't get to see your face all that much, we'll have you go first and talk about ways to win for the Titans to beat the Cleveland Browns. And do you even want them to at this point?
I think the best way for the Titans to win would definitely be some kind of divine intervention, like in the Cardinals game, when DeMarcado was running and then literally dropped the ball at the 1-yard line, and then something like that. God has to come down and make the Titans win. I I don't know if I even want them to win, honestly. I really don't care. I just want an entertaining game. Like the Jags game last week, it was just so boring. It's like it's so hard to watch this team. Like I go in every week knowing we're going to lose, but I just want something competitive. I want to score a touchdown. That's all I ask. I was talking to somebody last week. I was like, do you think the Titans will score a touchdown this week? And he was like, no. And I was like, we might get a pick six with Cody Barton or something. So I just want something, or maybe a Chimere Dike touchdown return. I don't know. I think it's going to be like a 3-9 game Titans loss. It's embarrassing that the ways for them to win is establishing the run game, which we can't, get the ball out quickly, which we don't, and then block Myles Garrett, which is that's like saying, hey, go ahead and make $10 billion real quick. It's like, all right, I'll try. I don't think there's really a shot for our offense against their defense. I think it's a total matchup game. And I think we match up good against their defense or their offense because Titans defense really isn't that bad. Like it's actually pretty solid. I think we're like 6th most in sacks. We don't get turnovers. Cody Barton is the only one. I know a lot of Titans fans hate Cody Barton, but he's the only one making plays. He leads the team with 3 interceptions. The only one else with the interception is Roger McCreary. We trade him to the Rams. So Cody Barton's got to play well. Cedric Gray has been a beast all year. The Titans' front 7 is like really solid. The DBs are terrible. All they have to do is throw the ball. I know their best, the offense is, Quinshon Judkins, an amazing running back. But honestly, they just need to pass the football, which I know you have Shedeur Sanders. He's not great. So that's why I don't know if there's going to be a lot of points. They're going to have to run the ball, but it's kind of hard running the ball in Tennessee unless you are like Holtz, because John Taylor gets 250 on us every time he plays. So I don't know if there's really a path for the Titans to win. I think Shedeur is going to have to really play terribly for the Titans to sneak in a win. I think it's going to have to be really complimentary football. I think it's going to have to be a Chimere Dike touchdown return. I think it's going to have to be some kind of pick six or Jeffrey Simmons strip sack touchdown kind of deal. It's going to take a lot of luck. And I'm not talking, I'm talking about the Browns. They suck. So I don't know. I mean, this is a really bad football team. Like it is horrendous. I've been watching this team since 2002. This might be the worst offense I've ever seen. The entire team is rookies. I mean, Chimere Dike, Cam Ward, Alec Iomanor, Gunnar Helm, like all of your pass catchers, they're all rookies. And I think they're going to be good one day. This is not the year. We have no coach. He's the most conservative coach I've ever seen in my life. He's a Mitt Romney of head coaches. It's sad. Like he is not. It is really, really bad. I don't see the Titans winning. I just want to see a touchdown. I don't know if that's too much to ask. I want to see a touchdown, 2 touchdowns. I will be ecstatic. But I don't see us winning. I think it's 9-6, 9-3 Jags. Or I'm sorry, Browns.
I'm gonna go 9-6 because that just sounds more fun.
Yeah.
I think you hit the nail on the head as far as if the Titans are going to win, there's going to need to be some sort of special teams touchdown. And for those who are not aware, the Browns lost to the Jets earlier this year while not allowing the Jets to have more than like 150 yards of total offense and including like a total of like 12 yards in the second half with 2 return touchdowns, 1 punt, 1 kick. So their special teams unit's pretty weak. I think that's something that the Titans could definitely try to get on the board with because DK's playing return game out of his mind right now.
Yeah.
He's almost like rookie season Hester, but not quite.
Yeah. If he's on this pace, though, he'll break the record for most all-purpose yards in NFL history. Like I think he's projected at like 2,900. Like he could hit 3,000 yards.
I think it was based on what you posted the other day. It was 2,781 or 2,871, something like that.
Yeah, and that would beat the record by I think 100 and something yards.
Mm-hmm.
And they need to just keep feeding him. Like the Titans are 1-0 when we have a 100-yard receiver. We've only had a 100-yard receiver once. It was Calvin Ridley against the Arizona Cardinals, and they just need to feed DK. They always try to get cute and give him these little like end arounds and little jet sweeps, but like they don't work. Just 5 yards and a cloud of dust. Just give it to him ball on a slant route and go. I don't think the Titans have ran a slant route all year. They always have these really deep routes. They try to do these crossing routes that develop forever, but we don't have an offensive line. And then, we have rookie quarterbacks. He gets flustered a lot. It's a disaster. We don't have any head coaches. We don't have any semblance of an offensive identity. It's really hard to watch. I would rather watch MTSU football than watch the Tennessee Titans. And I have watched every MTSU game. They've scored more points.
Didn't their coach just sign with the SEC team?
No, Derek Mason. No, he's staying back.
Who was? I thought it was Memphis. Their coach just left and went somewhere.
Where'd he go?
But with
Not
this
one of the
game,
important ones.
with this game, we had the two presumptive top two quarterbacks, allegedly, with Cam Ward and Shadur Sanders. There's still a lot of people in the Titans sphere that I've seen that are still like, we should have taken Shadur. Blah, blah, blah. I think after this game, we should be able to put that to rest. I think the Titans defense is actually capable of giving them fits. I have the Titans losing this game 17-10, but I actually think that if the Browns are going to win, it's going to be 100% defense that gets the points. I think both teams kick a field goal, and that is the only offense for the board. But Titans get either a special teams or a defensive touchdown, and then 2 defensive touchdowns for the Browns. That's how I imagine this game going. Extremely boring for those in attendance.
I think if it wasn't for Myles Garrett, I actually might have the Titans winning this game just because I do think Cam Ward's a better quarterback than Shadur Sanders. I don't think Sanders is very good. And I know there's a lot of Titans fans are begging for Shadur over Cam. Cam looks good. Like, he really does. Like, he's had some really bad plays, but every rookie does. He looks like a quarterback one, and I'm very confident. I think he's the best rookie quarterback I've seen in my lifetime for the Titans. Yeah. I think he's better than Mario his first year. I think he's better than Locker. I think he's better than Mettenberger. I think he's better than Levis. I think he's better than all those dudes. Vince Young might be the only one. Vince Young looked good, but a lot of it was with his legs. I just wish Cam Ward would run the football more. He's pretty electric when he runs the ball. It's the only way we can get first downs because our receiver just can't catch. I don't know what happened with Io Manor. He started off so strong and just fell off a cliff. It's been bad.
He probably hit that rookie wall. I mean, these rookies, they usually go starting from their senior year, their final year in college. They play all summer and spring into the fucking fall. And then they have their conference championship, then the national championship if they make it that far. And then it's a draft process. And then it's all that. And then they go to camp. And then it doesn't stop until this coming off season. That's the first time they're going to have a break in over a year. And it's kind of hard to keep your physical body from just exploding. That's why usually about this time of the year is when you have most of your rookies banged up or, on a pitch count anyway, because it's just hard to keep them like upright at this point. They're basically just zombies.
All right, Kyle, let's not. I don't think he actually said that, but even if he did, I've played football long enough through elementary school to high school to know that "I'll kill you" is a very common thing to hear on the football field. And also Liam Cohen also said it. Like, I've heard that at least 100 times this year. And whenever I've played,
yeah, I think Chestnut was trying to make a headline.
I think he was too.
I don't think he made it up, but I mean, he's a third string running back on the Titans. I mean, you know how bad that is. So it's like, yeah, he got his name in the news. Now people know who Julius Chestnut is. They haven't even talked about him since he came out of Sacred Heart because he was at D2 just demon. Well, nobody's heard his name since.
Yeah, he had to get that street cred back after he tried to sling Logan Cook, and Logan Cook just stood there over him and didn't go anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I would even bring up beefing with a punter. I mean, come on, that's where we're at now in the season, beefing with a punter. Who cares?
People forget how big Logan Cook is, and until you see him in a fight or he's next to somebody, dude's 6'5", 230. He is not a punter. He just happens to kick a football.
I didn't realize he was that big. Wow.
Oh yeah, no, he's huge. And Cam Little, when he kicked his record field goal a couple weeks ago, he said that he was talking to McAfee, and he goes, "Yeah, Logan Cook, that big country fuck. He told me go out there and kick it as hard as you can."
Kick that some bitch. Isaiah, what do you think this final score is going to be for the Titans?
Oh fuck.
Browns? By the way, for those who are unaware, the spread, the Cleveland Browns are favored by 4.5, and the over-under is the lowest over-under I've seen all season.
Is it 22.5?
It is 33.5.
Bet the under.
I firmly am going under, but
I'm betting the under on that one.
I was thinking 17. I was thinking 17, 13 Titans. Okay. The only reason I would give the Browns, of course, the win, and the big reason is, of course, because Myles Garrett is alive and plays football. But overall, though, I mean, I don't think the Browns are really anything special, and Jadar Sanders sucks. And so, I mean, I think Cam Ward, sorry, we've continued to see him get better, and I think it's like you can only go so many weeks without scoring a touchdown, and they drive the field. I mean, they drive the field well on some drives. They just can't seem to finish. I think this is the week they get at least 1 or 2 finishes in there, and so I can see this being a 17-13 game for the Titans.
Appreciate it.
But of course, you just I've given the Titans some wins, but one thing I will say too is like Cam Ward and just that young cast of guys, like the worst thing for them, of course, the guy who's the head coach right now, and those coaches aren't going to be here next year, but still, like if you love football and you actually are a good coach, like you just want to continue to see that relationship grow. Cam Ward, he's had a good year. He's grown a lot this season. And just continuing to build up that, him and that tight end Gunnar Helm and him and A.O. Manor, if he can get some more reps, and him and DK, just getting them that good comfort level there, because I mean, those are your guys for the next 3 to 4 years. So it's going to be interesting to see how they kind of use them, but they've got to get in the end zone eventually. And I think this week's when they do it.
All right. Let's pivot now. Should we save the Indianapolis and Jags game for last because it's the AFC on AFC fist fight?
I guess.
All right. AFC South on AFC South. All right, then we'll talk about the Sunday Night Football matchup. Houston traveling to Kansas City, 41.5 point over-under, and the Chiefs are favored by 3.5. The line has dropped significantly. For the Texans, the ways to win are pretty simple. Harder to do in practice, but in theory, pretty simple. Don't let this backup offensive line allow Mahomes to dice you up. If Kamari Lassiter's not going to be on the outside, you're trotting out Traymon Smith. You still have Petrie, who's playing his first game against Kansas City in his entire career because he has missed all of them. And then you've got a healthy Aziz, who's never played the Kansas City Chiefs. He missed the first one because of the Trevor hit, and then he was coming back from injury and was basically half as athletic as he normally is. You gotta make Patrick Mahomes' life hell. What are the last couple Super Bowls that Mahomes has been in and lost? What do those games have in common? When he lost to the Eagles, they sacked his ass the whole game.
I was going to say they scored less points than the other team, but that's probably a better analogy or analysis.
Thank you, John Madden. And then against the Tom Brady Buccaneers, they sacked the hell out of him. What'd they do? They spent a bunch of money in free agency and then in the draft, drafting new guys. We are in that exact same position with a defense of the same caliber as those two defenses, if not better.
Better.
Don't let the opportunity to put the nail in the coffin of the 2025 Chiefs. Because if they slip by you here, there's a good opportunity you might see them later if you're fortunate enough to make the playoffs. Put them down now. Take them out behind the woodshed like Old Yeller and just take care of business. I don't think that the Texans win this game in a blowout fashion. I think that's just not what the Texans do this season. Every game is kind of scripted to be a 20, 24 point kind of game. So if the Texans are going to win this, I believe they win 24-13, with the Chiefs just unable to do much on the outside, unable to do much in the running game, basically hoping and praying for Mahomes' miracle plays and not getting those prayers answered. Will Anderson Jr. needs to be on him like body hair on a Greek man. Like it's got to be all over. Daniil Hunter needs to be eating. Will Anderson, Sheldon Rankins. This defense needs to absolutely thrive. And then Kaimi Fairbairn, who has a history of shanking kicks in cold weather, will be experiencing cold weather this week in Kansas City. So I have devised a plan to help with that. Somebody get this man a whale or walrus blubber jacket parka and then just put him right there on the sidelines where that little hot jet thing is on the sideline. Just that's his seat. He is there the entire time.
Well, one thing I will say though too is that this is the first year also though with K balls, and so like where you get to have them all season, and so that might help as well.
It's true, but when he misses bad.
Well, I'm aware. I've seen it happen. I'm just saying.
Yeah. Brandon says Texans beat the Chiefs 40-9. God damn. Go for two. Go for two.
I like to go for two.
Yeah. I mean, that's one way to not worry about it. So, but yeah, Fairbairn's going to do his thing. He misses one or two kicks every year in Kansas City. So if we could minimize the necessity for his kicking, I think we have a really good shot stopping Kareem Hunt and making Patrick Mahomes have to dice you up against the number one defense in a situation where your offensive line is banged and battered. It doesn't spell anything positive for the Chiefs. So 24-13, gentlemen, what do you guys think?
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those things where the Chiefs just look so beatable this year. I mean, Jacksonville beat them earlier in the year. They're teetering on the edge of not being in the playoffs. Now, I want to see the Chiefs lose and not make the playoffs. But I also don't want to see the Texans beat the Chiefs because then that's a potential tiebreaker that we would have over them if it came down to it with how close this AFC South race is. But objectively looking at the game, that Texans D-line is going to eat. I mean, there's no question about that. They always do, especially against poor O-lines like ours. And so it's going to be a good game for the Texans, I think. I think their offense is going to hold them. Patrick Mahomes is going to get a touchdown or two, or at least like get them in a position to score a touchdown or two. But I can easily see this being like a 27-23, 27-24 game. I say 27-24 Texans.
Okay.
Winning on an unlikely Kaimi Fairbairn field goal, you know?
That'd be nice. That'd be fucking nice. Blake, what do you think?
So I got the Texans winning this one too. I'm going to say the Chiefs, as you guys mentioned, I mean, they're very, very beatable this year. I mean, they struggle against good offenses. And then, the Texans, their offense could be hit or miss. I think they need to play a lights out game. You got to get the run game going. I think 24-20. I mean, the Texans defense is just playing out of their mind from every position. I mean, they look great. If they can rile Patrick Mahomes, I think they can have a low-scoring game. I mean, Mahomes has not been the Mahomes as a past. I think they've only scored 30 points twice this year. One of them was that 31-0 against the Raiders, which bottom feeders of the league. I think they put up 30 on Jacksonville, if I'm not mistaken.
That was 31-28.
31-28.
They were close.
Yeah, so I mean, they haven't been having the big plays. I know without having Rashee Rice for a while, that kind of hurt them, but they don't have much of a running game. It seems like they just keep driving down the field and punching in 1 yard touchdowns with Kareem Hunt. And I think those 1 yard touchdown runs are going to be really tough against this Texas defensive line. I really do think that the Texans can win this game, but the fact that it's primetime game in Arrowhead, they do have a 12th team, man. That is going to be the refs. I could see the Texans getting screwed out of this game like the Colts game did. I don't know. I do feel like the Texans can win. This could go either way just because it is a tough game. But Mahomes does tend to rise to the occasion. But I'm still pretty confident. I think the Texans are going to win this one.
Okay. Hell yeah, thank you.
I just love Will Anderson, man. Will Anderson, he played for Alabama, so I didn't like him. I don't like him. They went to Houston, but he's fun to watch, man. He is a fun – and Danielle Hunter's a beast. Like, that, they're going to murder Mahomes. At least I hope.
Yeah. I mean, can you imagine a playoff year without the Kansas City Chiefs? It'd be the first time in almost a decade.
Yeah, because, I mean, they were consistently making it with Alex Smith. I feel like it's probably like 2012, 14 they sucked. So probably since 2015 or 16, they've made the playoffs every year, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah. I think you're right. All right. Well, gentlemen, that brings us to the final game of the evening. Now, that would be the Indianapolis Colts going to a place that they have not done well, taking on the Jacksonville Jaguars in Duval. They have not won in Jacksonville since 2014. So Isaiah, take it away, my boy. Hold on. Sorry, I gassed you up there for no reason. The Colts are a 1.5-point favorite, and the over/under is 46.5.
I can tell you right now, we're not scoring that many points. So the weather is going to be shitty tomorrow. It's going to be raining the whole game. Now, like the forecast, it looks nasty tomorrow. I can see this being like a 17-14 game. Like, I think there's going to be some missed field goals. It's time to break the streak. Bro, no offense, first of all. Jacksonville has scored more points since the bye week than the Colts have scored since our bye week. The Colts are currently dropping in points per week. Jacksonville is currently like third or fourth in points per week at 29.8. The Colts defense has been a wet noodle. And Daniel Jones is playing on half a leg. Like he's old peg leg Jones over there.
Literally.
So, I mean, really all we need to do is, especially with it raining, we just send everybody after Jonathan Taylor. And not to mention, Steichen is an absolute invalid when it comes to coaching. You figure out the formula that everybody's been screaming at you for 3 years to do, and that's run the ball with Jonathan Taylor consistently in every play and 20 plus carries a game. And then how do you lose all of your games? Jonathan Taylor not getting 20 plus carries a game. So I'm not really too worried about it. Steichen still sucks. Daniel Jones is still Daniel Jones. I don't think that he's a bad quarterback. I think he's done well behind a good O-line. But overall, without Buckner and without Sauce Gardner, it's going to be a good week for Jacksonville. I think Trevor's been playing a lot better down the stretch. He's got, I think, 10 touchdowns since week 8, and I think he only has like 11 or 12 passing touchdowns. So most of them have been coming later in the season. We're getting hot right now, and the Colts are cooling off. I think it's going to be a good week for us to just go ahead and take sole possession of the AFC South with no tiebreakers or anything having to be involved. But yeah, I mean, I would say actually for my score prediction, I would say 24 to 17 Jacksonville. I don't think it's going to be like a crazy high scoring game. But I do think that Jacksonville's going to take this one, and I just don't see. We're the number one defense against the run in yards this year. I don't think that I really have an issue with Jonathan Taylor. Linebackers will both be playing, and Daniel Jones isn't going to throw for 300 on us, and Trevor always has his best games against the Colts. So we'll see how it is. Hopefully the rain's not too bad, but might just be a running game. And we've got like 3 running backs that can come in and run the ball. None of them are Jonathan Taylor, but all 3 of them are collectively better than the Colts backups and Jonathan Taylor combined. So I'm not really too worried about it. If we've got to run 40 times this game, we're going to be able to do it without any drop off.
Oh yeah. Blake?
I have the Jacksonville Jaguars winning this one too. Just for the fact that there's middle schoolers that have middle school Colts fans that have never seen them win in Jacksonville, which is sad. I don't know what it is. It's cursed for Indy. I do think a lot of it has to do with Daniel Jones being hurt. He can't really use his legs as he was, and that's what made him so dangerous. I mean, he reminds me a lot of Tannehill when he took over in 2019. He's just that wild card, forgotten about quarterback, and just came in there and started lighting it up. And I do think the Colts are a good team. As you mentioned, I don't think Steichen's a good head coach. He's not. Is he the play caller as well?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, I mean, they always just kind of get away from Jonathan Taylor when he's the best running back in the NFL. If he wises up and runs down y'all's throat, I think he could do okay, but it is a tough run defense. I don't know. See, that's the thing too. I don't really trust Trevor Lawrence. I've been a known Trevor Lawrence hater forever. I don't think he's a very good quarterback, but he got some clutch plays, man. There's every now and then, man, he just makes some miraculous play and throw, and he uses his legs so well. I wish Trevor would run more too. Yeah, I mean, he is fun to watch at times, but I got you guys winning. The rain kind of is going to throw me off now on my score, but
yeah, I don't know if it's going to be necessarily piss and rain, but I think it's going to be like a consistent, at least a drizzle / like a light rain the entire game.
I still like both offenses are pretty solid. I still I think both of them will hit in the 20s. I'll say 27-20 Jacksonville. 27-20. I think you guys can win this one pretty good just because I think you guys can contain, at least hopefully, try to contain Taylor under 100 yards. I think you guys could potentially do that. Hopefully, I like John Taylor a lot. I just hate the Colts. I hate the Jags too, but You guys are, I don't know. You guys have been a lot more fun to watch as of lately. And I feel like the Colts are kind of dropping off because they start off hot, man. They really did.
Mm-hmm.
Besides that one Broncos game, like they should have lost that game when it came to that last second field goal. But I mean, it's still a pretty solid team. It's going to be a good battle. I mean, AFC South games are so much fun to watch. But Jacksonville, man, I'll be a fan of you guys this Sunday.
Hell yeah. I think part of it too is like it's so hard to not be a fan of Liam Cohen. Just in my opinion, like
I like him.
A Bucks fan, like I can understand them not liking him because the Bucks organization had a generational fumble. They should have got rid of their coach and kept him.
Yeah.
But man, Liam Cohen, you just hear him talk like he clearly has no media training with some of the shit that he says, and I'm sure we've already gotten fined at least once for some of the stuff he's said because he's mentioned like injuries that players were not being reported as injuries and stuff, and that's the no. But no, man, it's hard to not like Liam Cohen. Like, not even just him being my coach. Like, he's a good, honest dude, and he gets fired up with them boys in the locker room and everything, man.
I was happy when you guys signed him. It's like, oh, this guy is such an idiot. The whole Duval thing, Duval. like, if anything, I thought he was going to be the Chicago Bears head coach. Pair him up with Caleb Williams, but no, I thought, yeah, man, like he is fun to watch. He's a really exciting play caller. I honestly really like watching y'all's play designs. Like, it is so creative. It's very innovative. Yeah, man, I'm excited to watch that game.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good one. Red Hot says we got to contain T-Law. Not easy since he has great games against us, even at Indy. Yeah, easier said than done. T-Law's got the wheels.
And he's the most experienced AFC South quarterback. I mean, he's played the Colts a lot. Like, he knows that team. And Steichen's been there for a while. Yeah, I mean, he always has good games against you guys. So
yeah,
you got him up on waivers if you're playing fantasy this week.
So I'm going to pull a Jeff, and I'm going to have two predictions.
Okay.
So one of them is hyper realistic, and I think the realistic pick is the Jags win. The Jags winning makes the most logical sense because of the trajectories. Colts are going, and the Jags are going. So just based on the sound effects alone, you should know
the sound effects. Yeah,
exactly. You should know where they're going. But no, I mean, I think the streak continues. I think the Jacksonville Jaguars are playing a really good brand of football right now, and the Colts are kind of falling apart. The second selection that I've made is the Colts winning. And the only reason that I would have the Colts winning is it would actually be easier for the Colts or for the Jags and or the Texans to reclaim the AFC South if the Colts were to win, because the Colts have a really, really big possibility of that being the last game they win all season. So if they were to win that game, hypothetically, that puts them at 9 wins. They have at Seattle, home against San Francisco, home against Jacksonville, and then at Houston. None of those are gimmies. Jacksonville still has the Jets and another Titans game. That's 2 gimmies. You know what I mean? Houston.
Titans like playing spoiler, though, against the Jaguars. I can see the Titans end up winning that game. I mean, that was Titans thing to happen.
It is the AFC South. And then the Houston Texans also have 2 gimmies with Arizona and Las Vegas. Now, I know both of those teams played the Jags pretty well recently, so they're not necessarily gimmies, but, you know, you walk into that assuming the Texans are going to be favored.
Yeah, we were fucked in that game from the start because that was Brock Bowers' first game back from IR, so we all knew he was about to get fed.
Yeah.
Geno Smith's not beating that Texans defense, so that's a gimme.
Josh Hines-Allen sucks, but I'm not getting into that on this show right now. That guy's terrible.
Oh, man. But, yeah, so, I mean...
Well, since you asked... No, I'm just kidding.
But, yeah, so, I mean, I feel like the Colts could win this game in Jacksonville and then lose out. That would put them at 9-8. And then all the Jags have to do is win the other game and the fucking Jets and Tennessee game. Same thing for the Texans. I don't care if we win the division. it would be cool to make the playoffs and not have to win the division.
Go to the playoffs. That's it. That's all that's on my mind right now.
Yeah, literally. Make it to the dance. That's all I want. Now, in theory, it'd be great if the Colts somehow got to be the 1 seed. Hear me out. Hear me out. You got the Jags and the Colts and the Texans all in the playoffs, and the Colts are a 1 seed. Sounds like one of us would have a pretty easy walk right into the AFC Championship game. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
I mean, as long as we play the Chargers in the first round, we're winning the first round. So, because for some reason we just can't lose to the Chargers with Trevor Lawrence, but
or CJ Stroud.
Or CJ Stroud. Yeah, it's just he struggles against the AFC South. That whole team.
Yeah. But yeah. So the first prediction, I think the Jags win. I'm going to say 24-20.
Okay.
And then the second one, 21-20.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like Eric asked the question on our show, and he said, like, if we don't win another game the rest of the year, do you consider this season a success? And I'd say, like, I'd be disappointed that we fell apart down the stretch, but 100% I consider it a success, considering we won 4 games last season. And we're down. Travis Hunter's on IR since earlier in the season. Brian Thomas Jr.'s missed like 6 games this year. Devin Lloyd missed some games. Like overall, 8 wins when we had 4 last year. I'm super happy about it. And like, even if we lose this game, we lose against the Broncos and we lose against the Colts again, the Colts sweep us. That's not going to happen, but let's say it does. If we win the Jets and the Titans game, we still have 10 wins. So we're likely still going to make the playoffs. But it's just we have the 4th easiest strength of schedule down the stretch, and I think the Colts have like the 25th. So it's going to be interesting to see. But I think we went out down the stretch, honestly. I'm a little more confident about it after we won back-to-back games against the Chargers and the Cardinals. Not necessarily Cardinals game was necessarily that spiffy, but I just feel like we're doing better every week right now. And we'll see. Broncos.
When's the last time you guys won the South? Was the 17 season?
22.
Oh,
that was Peterson's first year. Which then somebody else too was like, oh, Peterson won his first year as well. But it was a little different though. Peterson came in, he was new, whatever, but he actually had like innovative play calling. And then all of a sudden year 2, he did not. So, but really next year will be our real like litmus test. But I'm pretty excited, man. We got a real opportunity to do something big with a new head coach and, some new guys. And next year we'll have some injured people back and Travis Hunter and hoping we re-sign Jacoby Myers, but we'll see. Man, I'm pretty excited.
What he's been doing, you'd be stupid not to bring him back.
Well, so the only reason I'd say yes and no is just because we still do have Travis Hunter and Brian Thomas Jr. And Parker Washington, who I think Parker Washington's done enough to say we need to re-sign him. Yeah. And so that's kind of the thing there. It's like, do we just like go to the draft and try to find another young receiver? Because Myers will be 29 next season, I think, which isn't like old, but at the same time, how much is he going to command? How much are we going to have to pay him?
Right.
Versus
he's
we already
probably not going to be cool with being like wide receiver 3 or 4.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying is like he's a great check down receiver, but with Brenton Strange healthy, Brian Thomas Jr., Travis Hunter, and Parker Washington, it's kind of a crowded room for him to be getting targets in. So I don't think we're going to keep him.
Yeah,
unless he goes for cheap.
Red Hot Reacts says Patriots about to lose to the Bills and Ravens. Ain't no one worried about Bo Nix. That being said, the AFC South could go to the Super Bowl. One team from there, stamp it.
I wouldn't be shocked. I don't see the AFC winning the Super Bowl, but I do see I can see one of the South guys going in. It really just whoever gets hot in January.
Yeah, I really don't feel like if Mahomes doesn't make the playoffs and the Ravens don't make the playoffs, like if Joe Burrow is able to pull off the miracle with that division.
Oh, they're easy first-round exit.
Yeah. They're an easy first-round exit. The Bills don't look like themselves.
Chargers are not
The
great.
Chargers are not that good. The Broncos, it's literally...
Broncos are frauds.
Yeah,
exactly.
The Patriots are frauds, too. They both have such easy schedules this year.
Exactly. So, realistically, any 3 of us gets in there. Sorry, not you, Blake, but...
I know. I accept that fate.
But any of us get in there, we have a real shot to do some damage. So I'm fucking excited. I hope there's a scenario at the end of week 18 where we're all in the fucking dance.
Yeah, it would be sick.
That's going to be huge. So,
or at least just the Jags and the Texans. Maybe not the Colts.
Yeah, just the ones that show up for the podcast.
So you're saying the Titans have a chance?
There's an order, and it goes Colts, Titans, Texans for me, and that's the order of how much I hate each team.
Yeah, I hate the Colts the most.
I hate the Colts the most. Even though they can't beat us in Jacksonville, I still hate the Colts the most, and mainly it's because they bring out their fucking Super Bowl from the Crusading era, and they're like, oh, look at this Deus Vult, and it's like, okay, cool, I don't care. What have you done recently? And it's like, well, that doesn't.
It's like
matter.
You had Peyton Manning. You should have won 3.
Yeah, you should have won more than that, honestly.
Yeah,
he fucks with your old team more than you or the other team, so whatever.
Yeah. Texans sweeping the Ravens, Bills, and Chiefs in the same year would be crazy. Yeah, when the schedule came out this year, that was something I was like, we're probably going to lose 2 of those games. But Lamar getting hurt and missing that game was huge. And then
the Bills being terrible.
The Bills being the Bills. And then, if we can put the nail in the coffin on the Chiefs, that's a job well done. And then it'd be great. It'd be great when do the Titans play the Chiefs?
2 weeks, I think.
Oh, dude, the AFC South clean sweep would feed generations.
Oh, well, it's not going to be.
Wait, no, the Colts lost. Oh, man.
But I was going to say it'd be pretty awesome if the Titans beat them and then the Colts didn't.
That'd be hilarious.
That would be my Super Bowl.
Yeah. We beat Mahomes!
Because the Titans are going to win a division game.
What have you done? Well, we beat the Chiefs.
The Colts just sulking in the corner.
Banner.
Well, gentlemen, I think this is a good spot to go ahead and wrap her up. Do you guys have any closing comments?
Fuck the Colts. Go Jags.
Tighten up. Ish.
Tighten up. We're not. No, whatever.
Or not. It's really up to you.
Yeah.
Viewer discretion.
Yeah, hold on. Brandon. NFC North got 3 teams in last year and a 1 seed, not a single playoff win. Yeah. Yeah, but didn't the Vikings and the Lions play each other? Or the Vikings and I guess it was the Rams. All right. Yeah, you get a point. Well, gentlemen, it's always a pleasure to have you on. Blake, it's a great time to see your face.
Yeah, man. Missed you.
Missed you guys.
Make sure you guys are sliding on over to @Duval's Finest on X. Give him a follow. Check him out on 3rd and Teal. Blake is private, so you can't follow him.
You can follow it. I'll just have to accept it.
But you can follow him. And then do the same thing for Titans Table for 2, hosted by Andrew and Christian. Go over to Unstable, hit the like, subscribe button for Jeff, Justin, and whoever else they can pony up over there. If you're a fantasy football guy, Justin's also the man to watch at Kingmaker Sports. So like and subscribe over there. And then if you're a Texans fan, That Real Texas Team podcast. That's where you can find me, Mike, and Chris talking all things Texans. So like, subscribe, notification bell all across the board. And with that being said, thank you for watching. Be good people. Fuck the Colts and the Cowboys.
Fuck the Colts.